वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरु ji ki fateh. Welcome to this segment of Code Gurbani's a-sabad-a-day. Our recitation today is Rag Sorat Bani Bhagat Namdev ji ki Kar Duja. So this is a composition of the Honorable Namdev, the divine lover, in the Rag Sorat, to be sung to the second beat. And it begins with an invocation. Ik Oankar Satgur Prasad. Here, the invocation by the author invokes the grace of the Guru principle. The Guru principle that is within Ik Oankar. Why is that principle being invoked? Because it is through the Guru that Ik Oankar and its nature can be realized within ourselves. It's a relatively short passage, 2-liners. It begins with the Rahau, the axis, the central essence, the message. So it becomes clear what Bhagat Namdev ji is talking about. So let's consider it. Jab Dekha tab Gaava, tau jan tiraj pava. Naad samalyo re Satgur, bhetile deva rahao. So literally, it's simple. Jab Dekha, when I saw. Tab Gaava, then I sang. Tau jana dhiraj pava, then this being, this creature, in that singing, found solace and assurance. Naad samalyo re Satgur. When I internalized the teachings, the word of the Guru, bhetile deva, I found union with my shining self. So let's make some sense of this. This is an exclamation of joy, Gaava, of praise. So Namdev breaks into this exclamation when he perceives or presences the underlying oneness, the interrelatedness of all phenomena, Jabadeka. So this is a state of mind that he has achieved. He sees Ik Oankar, oneness, interrelatedness of all phenomena, and he breaks into praise, joy. This is also Guru Nanak's exclamation, Ik Oankar, when he had a similar shining experience. Bhetile deva. Deva means to shine. Shining simply means to clarify. The mind has clarity. So Namdev is calling upon us to give expression, to articulate the voice of the enlightener Satgur. Naad samalyo re Satgur. Naad. In Indian thought, Naad is the primal sound, the creator sound. And it arises from a resonance, Dhwani, that gives rise to Naad. And this Naad is the creator. It creates and permeates the universe. And when it evolves down to our level, it evolves into language, into speech, into letters, into syllables. That's Naad. We know it as language. So in Gurbani, it is called Sabad or Gur ka Sabad. So we have to engage at the level of the word. Naad samalyo. Find expression. Re Satgur. O human, articulate, give expression to the Satguru's teaching. And then, bhetile deva, then you will find the deva in you, the clarity, the shining self from where to take direction. So Namdev Ji is drawing the connection between inner perception when it is awakened. It gives rise to a natural expression, which he calls Gaava, and it gives you the fortitude, dheeraj, to face life with equanimity and composure. Thou Janat Dheeraj Pawa. So give articulation to the Guru's word, that is to say, assimilate it, absorb it, internalize it, and express it as virtues. The word has to be made flesh. So in the next verse, Jeh jhil mil kard santa, te anhad sabad bajanta, jyoti jyot samani, main gur prasadi jani. Now the thing with Kabir and Namdev is that they use very simple vocabulary, but it has multiple nuanced layers, as it does here. So literally, if you take the literal translation, what is being said is, Jeh jhil mil kard santa. Jeh is where. So where is referring to the mind. So in the mind where jhilmil kard santa, jhil means reflection. Mil means to find union, togetherness. Kar, activity, work, the santa, to see. So what he's saying is that in the mind, he's talking about a process. In the mind in a mind that is engaged in self-reflection, jhil, that will lead to mil. Mil means inner integration. And there, kard santa, there the shimmering radiance of virtuous works is seen. Teh anhad sabad bajanta, this is the next phase. Then that mind becomes aware of the unstruck sound, anhad sabad, uncreated sound, dhvani. Then the small light, jyoti, jyot samani, merges into the light, the big light. The small light is the ego. It merges into wisdom, the larger light. So this is a sequence. Reflection, leading to union, integration of the personality, leading to awareness of this unstruck sound, meaning the source of your creation. It is not created sound, it is uncreated sound. It's there. And leading to wisdom. Jyoti Jyot Samani, Jyot is Naam. Main Gur Prasadi Jani. I have realized this state through the grace of the Guru. So, Te Anhad Sabad Bajanta and Jyoti Jyot Samani, these are mystical thresholds. They're not physical thresholds, they are mystical thresholds of the mind, the consciousness. So the seeker hears or intuitively hears the eternal resonance of the nad. So the sound is not sensory. Okay? So Anhad nad leads to Jyoti Jyot. Light and sound culminate. That's completion. Your consciousness is a unitive consciousness. That is really what we are aiming for. Further, in the next verse, this continues, Ratan Kamal Kothari, Chamakar Bijal Tahi, Nera Nahi Dur, Nij Atma Rahya Bharpure. So, Ratana Kamal Kothari. Now, this is a reference, the jeweled lotus chamber of the heart. What the Guru is telling us is that there are chambers within you, layers upon layers of consciousness that lead to a Ratana Kamal Kotari, to a chamber which is called the Ratana Kamal Kotari, the jeweled lotus chamber. This is the core of your consciousness, the deepest level of your own consciousness. It's jeweled because that's where the sacred jewel is, meaning the thing of value. There, he says, chamakar bijalatahi, lightning like radiance flashes. What that means is that this is not accumulated knowledge. There you come into direct contact with the light. It's like a flash. In a flash, everything becomes obvious to you. It is not the slow gathering. Once you reach that point through the process, then this knowledge comes to you in a flash. It is intuitive. And then you realize, nere nahi dur. It's neither near nor far. That's what that is telling you, it is not a physical thing, because near and far are physical measures. Nij atma, nij is your own. Atma, atam. So there is atam and there is atma. Atma usually refers to the body. Atam is the essence within. So nij atma, my essence, raya bharpure, pervades my very being. It is overflowing within me. So the jeweled lotus is an imagery for awakened inner consciousness. So when you reach that deepest chamber or layer of your own consciousness, there you will find this brilliant presence that flashes like lightning. Instant. You can know reality in an instant. Now that's the fascinating thing. And there, in the next verse, Namdev ji says, Jeh anhat sur ujyara, teh deepak jale chanjara, gur parasadi janaya jan nama sahaj samanya. Jeh, there, he's continuing that story from the previous verse. The radiant, unstruck melody shines. Jeh anhat sur ujyara. There, the steady lamp of wisdom burns, unwavering. Teh deepak jala chanjara, meaning there is no flickering. Through the Guru's grace, this realization dawns. Guru Prasadi Janaya, servant Namdev now is effortlessly absorbed in natural equipoise. Jananama Sahaj Samanya. So Jeh Anhat Sur Ujyara, let's talk about this. It describes a plane of self-realization. This is that Ratana Kamal Kotari. This is that space. There light and sound are one. You see, same source. Awakened consciousness. Instant knowing. The lamp of wisdom, Naam, burns, steady, unwavering. And this spiritual awakening comes through Gur Prasad Di Janya. Now, Gur Prasad is part of that whole process. It's not something outside. And then you return to your natural, pristine state. Jananama Sahaj Samanya. Sahaj was with you, but you lost it because you were disturbed by your sensory apparatus, because it's constantly bombarding you with signals. The mind cannot be still, but once it is, then you have returned to your real nature, which is Sahaj. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.